Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello there, my name is Rola Jasmine Benesi. Thank you for watching my videos. Here I will showing my opinion about the result about Indonesia versus Bahrain. This assignment was created to fulfill the English midterm exam project grade with the lecturer being Mrs. Sylvia Nanda Putri Erito, MPD. So let's get started. So guys, today we gather to reflect on the recent trialing match between Indonesia and Bahrain on October 10, 2024. During the third round of the EFC World Cup qualifiers, this game was a showcase of determination, skill, and dramatic twist that kept fans on the edge of their seats until the very last moment. Our team Indonesia displayed remarkable resilience and fighting spirit against a challenging Bahrain squad. Although Bahrain took an early lead with a goal by Muhammad Marhoun, our team rallied with patience and tactical adjustment. Ragnar Oratmangun scored just before halftime, followed by a stunning second-half goal from Rafael Struijk that put Indonesia ahead. We saw a team that believed in itself and fought hard to claim a lead, showcasing our national pride and skill on the global stage. However, in the dying moments, Bahrain managed to equalize with a last-minute goal, ending the game in a 2-2 draw. While this outcome was disappointing for fans who hoped for Indonesia's first win in this qualifying round, it also highlighted areas for growth and strategic improvements. Every match over lesson and the fight our team display inspires hope as they continue in the qualifiers. This result encourages us to keep supporting our players as they revamp their games with renewed determination and resilience. Our journey may have its challenges, but each step brings us closer to our goals. Let's continue to stand behind our team, cheering them on with the same spirit they bring to the field. In discussing of Indonesia versus Bahrain match on October 13, it's clear that many Indonesia fans and officials felt the result was impacted by questionable refereeing decisions. Leading to frustration and disappointment, Indonesia was on the brink of a historic 2-2 victory when the fourth official indicated 6 minutes of stoppage time. However, the Omani referee allowed play to extend into the 99 minutes, during which Bahrain scored a last-second equalizer, leaving the final score at 2-2. The Indonesian Football Association (PSSI) expressed significant concern about this decision, specifically mentioning the extended stoppage time and possible offside of Bahrain equalizer. Despite protests, the referee did not consult VAR, and Indonesian officials who voiced objection, including team chairman Sumarji, were penalized with a red card. This incident has led PSSI to file an official protest to both the Asian Football Confederation (AFC) and FIFA, urging a review the refereeing standard, particularly any match between teams within the same regional federation, such as West Asia, to avoid any potential conflict of interest. His outcome has sparked debates about fairness in officiating and underscored the importance of impartial refereeing to ensure the integrity of international football match. So that is my opinion about Indonesia versus Bahrain. In this second video, I will explain material about questions word. Let's get started. The questions word. What is a questions word, guys? Do you know about that? So, questions word, also known as interrogative words or WH word, are words used to ask question in English. They guide conversation and enable us to gather details effectively. Importance of questions word. 1. They encourage interaction and engagement. 2. They provide clarity and direction in communication. 3. Essential for learning and understanding new information. Jadi, questions word ini memberikan kejelasan dan arahan dalam suatu conversation atau komunikasi. So, there are 12 types of questions word, namely who, what, where, when, why, how, which, whose, how many, how much, how often, and how long. Structure. Most questions begin with a questions word followed by a verb and then the subject. Jadi, questions word ini kebanyakan dimulai dengan kata tanya, diikuti kata kerja, dan kemudian subjeknya. First is who. Who is used to ask about people. Example, who is your best friend? Usage often used in introduction and discussion. Jadi kata who ini digunakan untuk bertanya tentang orang dan sering digunakan dalam perkenalan dan diskusi. What is used to ask about things or information. Example, what is your favorite book? Usage commonly used for clarification. Jadi kata what atau apa ini digunakan untuk bertanya tentang sesuatu atau informasi, biasanya digunakan untuk klarifikasi. Next, where. Where is used to ask about place. For example, where do you live? Usage useful in travel and location related question. Jadi kata where ini digunakan untuk bertanya tentang tempat dan berguna dalam perjalanan dan pertanyaan terkait lokasi. When is used to ask about time. Example, when is your birthday? Usage key in scheduling and planning. Kata when atau ketika biasa digunakan untuk bertanya tentang waktu. Biasanya juga masukkan penjadwalan dan perencanaan. Next is why. Why is used to ask about reason. Example, why are you studying English? Usage important for understanding motivates. Jadi kata why ini digunakan untuk bertanya tentang alasan. How is used to ask about manners or process. Example, how do you solve these problems? How are you? Usage essential for asking about procedures. Kata how atau bagaimana ini digunakan untuk bertanya tentang cara atau proses. Kata how juga penting untuk bertanya tentang prosedur. Which is used to ask about specific choice. Example, which color do you prefer? Usage useful for making decisions. Which digunakan untuk bertanya tentang pilihan tertentu dan berguna untuk membuat keputusan. Whose is used to ask about ownership. Example, whose bag is this? Whose umbrella is this? Usage key in identifying possession. Jadi kata whose ini biasanya digunakan untuk bertanya tentang kepemilikan dan kunci dalam mengidentifikasi pemilik. How many is used to ask about quantity. Example, how many books do you have? Usage essential for counting items. Jadi kata how many atau berapa banyak ini digunakan untuk menanyakan tentang kuantitas dan penting untuk menghitung barang. Next is how much. How much is used to ask about price or amount. Example, how much does this cost? Usage common in transaction. Jadi kata how much ini biasa bertanya tentang harga atau jumlah, dan how much ini umum digunakan di transaksi. How often. How often is used to ask about frequency. Example, how often do you exercise? Usage important for habits and routines. Jadi kata how often ini digunakan untuk bertanya tentang frekuensi dan penting digunakan untuk bertanya tentang kebiasaan atau rutinitas. And the last one is how long. How long is used to ask about duration. Example, how long is the meeting? Usage key for scheduling. Jadi kata how long ini adalah bertanya tentang durasi waktu. Practice exercise. Number 1, do you prefer tea or coffee? Jawabannya adalah which, karena pertanyaan nomor 1 ini menanyakan tentang suatu pilihan. Number 2, is your favorite movie? Jawabannya adalah what, karena pertanyaan nomor 2 ini menanyakan tentang suatu informasi. Number 3, does he live? Jawabannya adalah where, karena pertanyaan nomor 3 ini menanyakan about place, tentang tempat. Number 4, is the first president of Indonesia? Jawabannya adalah Wu, karena pertanyaan nomor 4 ini menanyakan about people, menanyakan tentang seseorang. Conclusion, questions words are crucial for effective communication. Mastering them will enhance your ability to ask for information, clarify details, and engage in meaningful conversation. Jadi kesimpulannya adalah kata tanya itu sangat penting untuk komunikasi yang efektif, dan menguasai kata tanya akan meningkatkan kemampuan kita untuk bertanya dalam menanyakan informasi, memperjelas rincian, dan terlibat dalam percakapan yang bermakna. So that's all I can say. Sorry if there are any mistakes. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.